It is a bright, bright spring day. I can't see a thing. Still quite cold, but look what's arrived in the post. It's an Inspire Easel from Kraftgeek, and I had to take a quick breath to say Kraftgeek because I keep calling them Kraftwerk. That's obviously my era more so. So this isn't German electric pop. This is an easel and it's really cool. So I thought I would come outside into my garden, squinting in the sunshine, and set it up for you so that you can see what it's like. In the interest of full disclosure, it has been sent to me free of charge, so thank you for that. But everything I'm going to say is my honest opinion because, frankly, I'm not going to sell my soul for an easel. If I like it, I'll say I like it. If I think there are a few problems, I'll say there are a few problems. I'll give you the pros and cons, and you can work out whether this is right for you. The easel comes nicely packaged. There's all sorts of padding there, which is good. Little instruction book, sort of a bit of a diagram of how to put it up. And then we get to the actual easel, and it is a really sleek design. It says on the box that it's designed in California and made in China. So that is your easel. You know, first impressions is like, ooh, nice. To put it up, first of all, oh, that came out. You pull those front legs out of the way. There's a locking bar here. So twist that to extend the front legs. Then what you do is twist it like that and it locks it in place. So I've done the two back legs and we need to do exactly the same. Open out the back leg, make sure that's in place. Make sure it's unlocked and that leg just comes out like that. Again, just follow the little direction on the bottom. When you want to lock it, twist it firmly. And kind of, oh, that is it. You've got to say that was really easy. Something to note is the back leg has 4 extending sections. The front leg only has 3, so you need to make sure those are all out. And what I really like, and again, it's hard to show, but can you see there are marks so that if you don't want to extend it to its full height, you've got different marks. There are marks on the leg, so with the height in centimetres, so that you can adjust it to the height you want. Make sure you get both sides nice and even. So when you're all set up and you want to put your canvas on, you just flip down these little pegs, and that's where your canvas goes. And then here at the top, there is another little peg that flips out with a clip, and you can pull it up and down to adjust for height. So it would just be like that. There it is. You could even put that down there just to keep it a little more secure, and you're good to go. These pegs are 1.5 inches. What's that in centimetres? About 3 and a bit. So I've got a thicker canvas that fits on there, so you can use a deep edge, a thinner canvas, or a canvas panel. Whew. So I'm totally dazzled by the sun. I'm not moaning though, because it is spring and it's so nice to see some blue sky, and I will be out sketching again soon. It weighs, I think it's 3 and a bit pounds, almost 2 kilos. So it's not the lightest thing in the world. I wouldn't want to walk 100 miles with it in my backpack, but it is very portable. I saw how easy it was to set up. It's got little rubbery feet, so it's designed to go on uneven ground and give stability. It comes in oak which is what I've got here, white, black or walnut. The legs and all that telescopic stuff is an aluminium composite, so it's lightweight and strong. So in height range, it goes from being a table easel up to 58 inches, and in centimetres, that is, I am checking, 147 centimetres. So there's a pretty good range. I am 5'9", so you can see that's pretty good for me. If you're 6'8", possibly a bit short. If I come a bit closer, you can see the pegs. They are about 11 inches apart, which is 28 centimetres. So if you have a smaller canvas than that, it is not going to fit. And just to prove that, it is going to go through there, even that way, it's not going to fit. So that is one of the drawbacks, because a lot of easels do have a little shelf so you can use any width of canvas. I reckon that's easy to get round. And this is my proof of concept. I've cut a bit of just cardboard at this point from the box it came in to say, and to put a little shelf across so that you can use smaller canvas. I wouldn't obviously use a bit of cardboard usually, because that's going to be not strong enough. I would cut a bit of hardboard maybe, or like what would be really good is a bit of metal edging that you use for a carpet maybe. So you could get a bit of aluminium strip, cut it to size and keep it with your easel, and that would get around that problem. You still would potentially struggle, you know, on a windy day that's going to go around, so you might need to clamp that in place. And if your canvas is too tall for that top retaining bit, then again you may need to clamp it in place, or even get a cable tie if it's got a central stretcher, and just cable tie it to there to make sure that it doesn't blow off. One final thing that's worth saying is if you use canvas panels, I mean, this is a thin edge canvas that I've got here, just an ordinary thin edge canvas, but say you were using canvas panels, it's going to wobble about a bit in the wind. There's ways of getting around that. You could just put a clip, a bulldog clip or something, or you can put some padding maybe to stop that. But it's something you're going to have to contend with if it's windy and you're using panels, because this is not particularly kept in place. What I do like is there's a hook just on the back of here that you could hang your paint bag on, and that would give some extra stability if there's quite a breeze. It's very gentle today, that's not going to blow over, but in a higher wind, just have a weight on there, and there is an integral hook for you to hang that on, which makes a lot of sense. So that's one thing to be aware of, is the compatibility. You know, if you always paint really teeny canvases, you're going to have to adapt it. If you paint really big ones, you would have to adapt it. But we're creative, we're artists, we can do that. Say a strip of cardboard, a strip of metal, you're sorted. What else? Doesn't come with a bag. That I think is a bit of an oversight, and I contacted Kraftgeek and they said they are developing one, so I'm delighted to hear that. Obviously you probably got some sort of bag hanging around from a light or a tripod, or you can make one. It's fine, but it would be kind of nice because it's so sleek and stylish. You don't want that all battered around in your rucksack. Just something that you can bung on over your shoulder seems to make sense to me. Oh, one thing I haven't mentioned, which I really like, you see there, it's got a screw in there so that you could attach a camera plate, or a holder for your phone if you want to film yourself painting, or you want to use this as a camera tripod while you're out as well as painting, which I think is a really good idea. Someone has thought about that, and that gets my vote of confidence. So let me show you how easy it is to put down as well. Just put your little clips back into place, turn it upside down, twist the leg to unlock it, push it in, and then you just twist that to keep it in place. Same on the front legs. Keep that in place. Twist, push, lock, push the back leg in, push the sides in, and they've got a little sort of lug that just clicks into place. And there you are. I mean, that is the easiest that I've come across. Oh, and there's even a lock on the back. There you go, just to make sure it doesn't all come apart. The final thing I'd say is, of course, this is not a watercolour easel. This is for artists who paint upright. It will not recline. So if you are an acrylic painter, an oil painter, or you're sketching and want to work at an easel, then that will work for you. If you're a watercolourist and want to work reclined, this is not the easel for you. So, would I recommend it? Well, it's a beautifully designed bit of kit. It's unusual. It looks good. It feels good. You know, I do want to stroke it. I do like its little rubbery silicone sort of feet. If you were going to an art class where, say, a life drawing class where you need to take an easel, that's so compact and easy to set up. It is different. It would make a great present for someone who loves to paint and who has everything, because I bet they haven't seen this. I cannot tell you about the durability because literally I've just unpacked it. It comes with a year guarantee. It can take up to, I think, £11 in weight, which is their recommendation. Can't think what you'd put on it that would weigh more than £11. So just so you know that. If you do decide to treat yourself, there is a discount code in the description, and that will get you 15% off. Thought it'd be interesting to show you. This is the traditional plein air easel with extending legs, made all out of wood, and you'll probably have seen one of these plenty of times before. So I think comparing them side by side, you can see that the easel has now come into the 21st century.